Yo, what's good everyone? It's Marvin, also known as MJO23Dan. If it's your first time here and you're interested in seeing product reviews or sneaker reviews or unboxings, all the likes, particularly Air Jordans, this is the channel for you. So if you like that, consider subscribing. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the most anticipated release of 2019. This, my friends, is the 2019 Retro Air Jordan 11 black and red. Alright, so the black and red, the bred, the playoff, whatever you want to call it, right? This comes back in true to OG form. Not since 1996 that this shoe has come back out with the proper nod to the OG. So I was able to cop this off the Sneakers Shock Drop on November 14, 2019, and it dropped at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now last year I was gifted the Grail, and it was by Jordan Brand, as you can see with the packaging of the paper, the ribbon, and then the shoes obviously, and then the bag, which I thought was pretty interesting because I saw this tag and I was wondering, that's funny, like this looks pretty similar to the black and red Air Jordan 11. So with this being a 2018 release, I was like, well, what could come in 2019? The black and red Air Jordan 11. And so that's what we got. So for $220, we're going to be getting this shoe right here. Releases on December 14, 2019 at a retail price of $220. So I think it's going to be pretty cool to see a lot of people with hands on these. And last year, supposedly rumored to be that they sold 1 million pairs of the Concord 11s. I don't know about you guys, but I've probably worn my Concord 11s maybe once or twice. A sneaker that I usually break out on special occasions, or I guess just whenever I feel like it. It's really up to the individual. But I think with every holiday 11, it's a mandatory double up. One to rock, one to stock, maybe even 3 up. So let's get into the shoe. Why is this the most popular? You know, holiday releases always come around, and for the past, I don't know, decade or so, the Air Jordan 11 has always been that shoe to release around this time. So here I am with the 1996 shooting shirt. Michael Jordan wore this during the Bulls 1995-96 season, in which they won 72 games and 10 losses. They also went on to win the NBA championship and Michael Jordan's 4th NBA ring. So in the coming week or so, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the 2019, the 2012, the countdown pack from 2008, the 2001 retro, and most importantly, the OG from 1996. But before I do that, I need to give you guys a review on this. Is this the Air Jordan that is the most closest to the OG? We'll find out in the next video. But here it is. You know, I don't know if a lot of you guys were lucky enough to get it on the Sneaker Shock Drop. Typically, Nike does this every single year. I think since, I want to say, the Space Jams, when they remaster those, it still does come in the high patent leather cut, which is absolutely gorgeous. Next year, I am hoping that Jordan Brand releases the Columbias, because it is the last colorway that needs to drop in that OG set. We know we have the Concords, we have the Space Jams, we got the Breds now. And how dope would it be to get an OG cut just like this one in full form? Now in 2014, Jordan Brand had released the Legend Blue Air Jordan 11. Before then, it was the 2001 retro, which is this right here. So I don't think we've ever seen a true to form Air Jordan 11 Columbia since the OG of 96. The 2001 came close, lower patent leather cut, different compound of the rubber on the outsole. But it was a different shoe. And man, these pull-out boxes are just takes too much time. Speaking about the box, we are now getting the true to form OG style box that the shoe came in 1996. So it came in 2 boxes actually. So if you were lucky enough to get this version box, that means that you had an earlier production of the Air Jordan 11 Bred. Now if you had a later version, which I will do in my comparison video, you got this style box. It was a red lid box, traditional cardboard with a Nike up top, black all the way around, cardboard style on the bottom. So pretty much the red and black box is what we would call them. So this was the box that came in 1996 on our later production pairs, which also transitioned into the Air Jordan 12 box. So here are the details on the label. I got a size 10. We got black, true red, and white. Style numbers 378037 and color code 061. Almost forgot to add too, it does come with a black tissue paper. It does come with a YDM green and white sticker. And it does come with a QC sticker right on the lid. And then finally it comes with a card. It says Air Jordan 11. The Air Jordan 11 is one of the most iconic silhouettes in the history of sneakers. This season, Jordan Brand celebrates this model by delivering detailed craftsmanship, honoring MJ's first Triple Crown run, League MVP, All-Star MVP, Finals MVP. This instant classic will leave you saying, it's gotta be the shoes. So that's a little neat addition to the shoes overall. I'm not sure if Jordan Brand is going to be seeding influencers or media or whatnot. I thought it was really cool last year that they included the bags for the shoes, and it kind of gave us a glimpse of what's to come for next year. I did hear that there is a leak about a translucent or clear Air Jordan 11 with mostly a black upper. There are some renditions out there, but you know, I think as we get closer to the times next year, right now it's like less and less to worry about. Although I am hoping for the Columbia 11s. You guys that love the cool gray 11s, I think you guys can wait a little bit longer. But like I said, you know, the Columbia 11s are part of the OG set, and that's something that I would love to return with the high cut of the patent leather, the correct sole, and then also the 23 on the back, and the, you know, everything that we all love about the Air Jordan 11. Now the shape of the Air Jordan 11 is the same as it was last year with the Concord 11s. It's going to have this slanting slope of the upper. The toe does need a little bit of work, and I'm gonna also do that comparison in a later video, but I want to show you guys what the shape of the shoe looks like overall. It does come back with the traditional white trim of the patent leather, something that was not present on the previous retros, and is a throwback to 1996. You still got the rope laces. Not as thick as I would like it though. Synthetic leather on the upper, the embroidered Jumpman logo, and then something new that I thought was interesting. They actually tried to screen print the 23 on there. And I don't think I've seen this since the early 2000s pair. Now the 23 does sit a little bit lower. It's not actually in the middle of the space, so it sits a little bit lower. I would have actually liked it to be a little bit higher just to make it centered all the way through. Again, you still have the high patent leather cut of the shoe, just like the Concords, just like the Space Jams. And then the outsole, it's not super translucent. It's got a little opaque in it. It's a little bit faded, but still great. Has that true red in there. And then the carbon fiber, something different. As you guys know, with black and red Air Jordan 11s, it usually comes in gray and black. This time it comes in white and black, and you can see that the circles in there are actually spaced out a lot more than it traditionally is. So if that's not something that you like, that's gonna be tough. But other than that, I did try the shoe on as well. It fits true to size, so if you get an Air Jordan 11, from previous years, definitely go with the same size that you did before. The shoe also comes with the shoe tree, red with a bit of glitter. Not as much as I would say in the 2012, but nonetheless, still awesome to have. My particular shoe tree, since it is a size 10, it does come QF-8H, 8.5 to 10 C1. So just unlacing the shoes real quick, I want to show you guys the insole here. It does come back with Nike Air on the bottom, just like it did for the Concord 11s last year. So Nike Air on the bottom, just like you see it. It's a polyurethane insole. Here is the inside tag information if you guys want to do your own legit check, as well as the Greek style lettering on the tongue. You're going to find the position of that tag right on the third eyelet of the shoe. And one thing I wanted to mention were the dots on the midsole. So it looks like that returns, and again, it's a craftsmanship issue. It's not something that I truly love. I love a smooth midsole on a shoe, but if you're gonna have something that's mass produced just like this, you can't pick and choose your battles. As far as the patent leather is concerned on the shoe, I wouldn't say it's super cheap, but it is a thin cut of patent. Back in the old days, 1996, it was a very thick cut of patent leather. And one thing that I didn't like about the OG is that when I used to wear them back in high school, there would be this mad crease right on the medial side of the big toe. And that was something that was super bothersome when you took steps, and you would always feel it. And it was just something that was just like uncomfortable. I mean, back then we used to wear our J's casually in class, outdoors, playing basketball, sports, you name it. We did everything. And I know back then, Mom would always tell me that one pair of shoes would have to last you the entire year. Now, people are getting sneakers every single week, it seems. But trust me, I still love a sale on an Air Jordan, but I think for the black and red Air Jordan 11s, you're not really going to get too much of that. So, come release day, unless you're a veteran, military discount, whatnot, I think you should be able to get a discount that way. Other than that, rewards at foot apps, foot sites, regular retail stores, it's going to be tough to get a discount on these. These are going to fly off the shelves. As far as those cutting die nicks that are on the sides of the shoes, whenever you see patent leather, I see very minimal. I mean, they would be at specific points in the shoe. So right here where the leather piece meets the patent leather and it curves down, you're going to get one. And they're very, very small and very minuscule, so you'll barely see it. There's one right here at the vamp of the shoe, which is 2. Third piece would be right here on the medial side, 3. I think the Phylon is going to be, it's going to be a little bit more softer. Not as soft as, say, something like polyurethane, where once you step in a shoe, it creases automatically. I wore this pair to try on one time, and I got a crease right here on the medial side of the toe. But if that's something that doesn't bother you, no sweat. But it's pretty much the same outsole as it was with the Concord 11s of last year. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. Let me know down below in the comments how many pairs you guys are picking up of the Air Jordan 11 Bred, and if it's something that is sneaker of the year. I mean, it's very close. And also, stay tuned and watch my entire comparison video of the Air Jordan 11 black and red, playoff, bred, whatever you want to call it. And that's about it. So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Be prepared. Stay tuned for the Air Jordan 11 comparison.